Alrighty then, g'day guys, and welcome! My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to DAG versus The Walking Dead, the game in which I play me, DAG. I go against The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead, for those of you who don't know, is the AMC series that was based on the comic book by Robert Kirkland. which involved the end of times via zombie apocalypse. It was a great comic book series, and I absolutely loved it. Played the video games, loved them, watched the TV show, loved most of it, I guess. I mean, I don't know if most of it's the right word anymore, but, you know, loved enough of it. And, yeah, Free League Publishing came up with a TTRPG version of the game, and, lo and behold, here I am, enjoying it to its fullest. It is so good to see so many familiar faces in chat. I love seeing so many wonderful people. Mythical Turret, OG Lava Kitten, J Spites, Cass. I saw that we had Centauri coming in. Thank you so much for the biddies and the subs. J Spites, you bloody legend, you. I can also see that we have a Schooly Eye. Schooly Eye! Good to see you. Nemo was lost. Thank you for coming and lurking. We will try and be quiet while you sleep. Dead like me, good to see you as well. And of course, the one, the only, the incredible, no one. I feel like I set up at least one other person, but there wasn't another person in chat. So we're just going to pretend like there was a person, so it didn't make me look as foolish as I did just then. Good job. Well done, everyone. Go team! Now, what's going on? What's happening? How's it going? Well, guys, we have a story for you. Well, the story and the tale of Dead Aussie Gamer in Perth during the zombie apocalypse is a whole saga that is now, I feel, at least now, coming to its conclusion in Perth. I've gone on a quest to go and try and find my partner, who you know, we ran around all of Perth trying to find her, but eventually we've reunited, and it feels so good. Yeah, so we're together now, which is great. So now we are back on the path of trying to leave Perth, and we are currently at an airport, Jandakot Airport, which is actually not too far from where I'm at, and trying to use that to get ourselves to Sydney, where we are going to be meeting up with a bunch of the survivors that we had originally escaped with, such as Powers and Tanya and Anna and a whole bunch of people. So yeah, there we go. I'm super keen for this game. So before we get started, guys, we do need to take a quick moment to thank a few people. First of all, we want to take a moment to thank Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork you can see behind me. As you can see, I'm a big Hero Forge fan. I have loved Hero Forge for the longest time, and it's always fun to play around with the new features, the new stuff that they come out with. But don't forget, guys, that this is a 3D printed or 3D printable model. You can not only make models in Hero Forge, but you can also have them printed, sent to you at home, so you guys can enjoy it as well. So yeah, go check it out. It's a lot of fun, and it's very, very cool. Plus, you know, on a side note, Hero Forge supports, content creators, streamers. You know, they support good causes. They champion amazing publishers who are, just in the space, people that we should be checking out. So yeah, Hero Forge is just amazing. Next, of course, we have a massive, sponsor. You know, probably our biggest sponsor on the channel, and that is freaking you guys in the chat. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of the show. Without you, I lose so much motivation for doing this, but I love getting to hang out with you guys. I love getting to play games with you guys. So as thanks for having you guys along, we are a very interactive chat, and we invite you to come behind the GM screen to play with us while we're doing stuff. Now, as far as channel points go, this is more of an earning channel points section more than anything else. So none of the stuff that we use for our usual Patreon games really applies for the Walking Dead stuff. Though, honestly, it's going pretty well, and I might actually add some little rewards here and there. Maybe. Let's see. But we do have a bunch of monetary donations for those of you who want to keep seeing DAG eat solid food. J Spites! Holy crap, hold on. We have a hype train that has just left this station with a massive 5 gifted subs from our dear friend Jay, bringing us to 99 subs. Thank you so much, you goddamn legend, you are a bloody champion. I forgot what I was saying. Yes, we are, well, first of all, like I said, freaking amazing people, wonderful people, supportive people, who continue to just absolutely blow me away with their generosity, including, of course, the incredible Schooly Eye with the $30 donation. You goddamn mischief maker, you. I'm nervous. You've already got some mischief on my way, so we'll see. 6 rerolls. Well, that is very generous of you. Thank you so much for your kind donation of 6 rerolls for the DAG Arena. There they are. Now, first of all, we have the following donations for people who wish to donate. For $5, you can, as Schooly Eye done, give me a reroll. The game itself works off D6s. Let me pull up the character sheet here real quick. There they are. As you can see, there are a lot of stats here under attributes and skills. This number where their stats are, like strength, agility, wits, and empathy, these are a number of blue dice that I will be adding to a pool. The skills are also part of the blue dice. However, underneath that, just to the far right of the sheet, that's where it says stress. We also have red stress dice. Once the pool is rolled, any 6s count as successes. Any 1s on the stress dice count as complications. So rerolls allow me to just reroll my dice and stay safe, because sometimes bad things happen, like a zombie tries to chew through your kneecap, like I have there. Much of it is pretty much survival based, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the rerolls have saved my bacon. For $15, you can summon a walker. Now, why is that important? We're playing The Walking Dead. There's tons of walkers. Well, this walker is a unique walker from you. Not only will it be inspired by, kind of superpowers, so, you can have a walker that has a long tongue that uses it like a frog. You can have a walker that has a huge leap speed, walker with a swim speed, a walker that can fly. We have had bat walkers, we've had spider walkers, we've had a bunch of stuff. You can summon a unique walker of your choice, or an emotionally damaging walker. Like, we had my best friend who was summoned as a walker. That was very sad. I had a moment. But, stuff like that can also be thrown into the ring as well. For $30, you can increase the threat level, which is right next to me here. Now, what is a threat level, you ask? Well, a threat level is how dangerous the situation is and where the zombies in the scene happen to be. If I have no threat, there are no zombies. If I have one threat, there's a few zombies, but they don't know where I'm at. If I have two, they're pretty close by, but if I draw any attention, they will surely be upon me. 3 is when the walkers are aware of me and they come trying to get me. 4 is that they are closing in. 5 is that they are within arm's reach of me. And 6 is where I am surrounded by one or more. They are right there in my face. So yeah, whatever the threat level is, you may increase it with the $30 donation. Or alternatively, if you're kind, you can provide me a scavenge, which is you give me one item, random item, and we randomly generate a bunch of like small little mini items, and I get to scavenge these from the surroundings, which has also helped me quite a bit. Then last but not least, for the grand old prize of, not the last one. For $50, you can create an encounter. This could be a side quest, this can be a story arc, whatever. You create an encounter and I run it through the game. The latest encounter that we have is we have a mid-flight engine failure coming up on our plane. So that encounter is locked and loaded, and it is coming up soon. And then lastly, for the $100 donation, you can either summon a swarm or create an NPC to travel with my character. So yeah, there you go. Now, I did have a couple of questions after last week's session about whether or not I'm going to be giving Suze a token. The reason I'm going to say no is mostly because I've asked my partner, and they wish for me to respect their privacy. So there is going to be no token associated with her. And I personally didn't want to put a token up that didn't look like her, because I think it would lose where my head is at in terms of like my personal connection to this character. It wouldn't be my partner, it would be like someone named the same as my partner. So, for the sake of everything being good, you won't see my partner's Hero Forge token, but, yeah, I hope you guys can understand that. I think that's it. Are we good? I think we're good. Yeah. All right. Thank you for the hype train, you bloody legends. Holy crap, 7 subs and 200 big old biddies. Thank you so much, you kind, generous, and amazing hype trainers. She's just the master woman beside DAG in our head now. Good, yeah, that's it. Absolutely. The mystery woman. All right. What say we kick on to tonight's session? Okay, hold on one moment while we just get that in the right way. Okay, here we go. That's not the one. Last time on DAG versus The Walking Dead. The Dead Aussie Gamer was poised to leave Perth aboard a commercial airline with a whole group of survivors heading to Sydney. But just then, he realized there was one last place to search for his beloved partner. Pulling out his phone, he attempted to call, knowing now that the internet and phone lines had been restored. He called, but there was a weird response. The phone picked up, but then hung up immediately. After turning on location tracking, DAG was able to find the phone belonging to his partner was near where he lived. He leapt from the plane on the runway and ran. He told the others that he would meet them in Sydney, but he could not let this last opportunity swing past. Grabbing onto a tow vehicle and on the airport runway, he ran against time. He ran against the flames of the bushfire that engulfed the airport. As he made his way, he found not his partner, but a group of survivors. He found what appeared to be a primary school teacher with a number of scared kids huddled together. They explained that a group of other survivors had come to the place that they were hiding out and took some of the resources for a better colony nearby, one held at the airport. She mentioned that my partner had given her the phone as a means of protection and safety, should she require it. Hearing this, I knew... Oh, was the music loud? Hold on, let me fix that a little bit. Alright, is that better? Let me know if that's better. Where was I? Yes. So, hearing the news that my partner was still alive and might be at the airport, I began to make my way to Jandakot, taking the children and the teacher with me. It was there that I met my partner once again, hiding out, keeping safe, along with another figure, one who I hadn't recognized except by reputation. And that was, of course, Maya, an aircraft pilot who was trying to get a small airplane working, but was missing parts. As she does so, the children, the teacher, my partner, and the pilot suddenly find ourselves surrounded by the dead. A truck careens onto the airway run strip and explodes the fuel tank. Fire begins to spread out and around. Panic begins to set in. Maya turns around and says, "God damn it! I need parts! If those hangars go up, we're not getting what we need." I turn. "What do we need?" She brings me a list. And our next quest begins right now. All right. So. Whew. In an airport that is burning down, fire on all sides, I leap into action. I turn to Marissa, the teacher with the kids, and tell her to stay here and make sure that the kids are safe. I tell Suze to make sure that that Maya and the plane are ready to go. And I will begin searching for these parts. Maya turns and says, "If I'm not back in time, they're gonna leave. There's an old truck with some supplies behind the airport, and they're gonna make a break for it if it gets too much." I say that I'll try to meet them there if the worst comes to be. Suddenly, bang, bang! The doors are slammed by these large zombified hands. Our threat level increases to 3. Which, of course, also increases my stress level to 3. Alright. It is now or never. I prepare myself and jump into the fray. Leaping out, I throw open the hangar door. Okay. Outside the hangar, how many walkers are there, chat? Is Maya at least kind enough to state where she's already looted for parts? Yes, she'll say that there is a couple of hangars that have already been looted, but there is another hangar, one that hasn't been looted, just near where the fire tank exploded. If I make my way there, I might be able to find what I'm looking for. All right, 5, 6, 37. Wow, 37. Okay. So let's go with there are 37 in the area, like in the general region. Let's go with that there are 5. No, you know what? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's go. Yeah, let's go with 5, I think. Yeah, let's go with 5. I think 5 is a good number. So, as 5 zombies are outside of the door, I realize that I have an option to either fight or to run. And I think this is the first time I'm going to use my hand grenade. I take hold of one of my 2 hand grenades, open up the door, throw it out, and slam the door shut, propping my body against the wall. As it does so, boom! A massive explosion ripples outwards. The kids cry out in fear, and there is a moment of silence. I then throw open the door. The zombies are on the ground, their backs burnt to a crisp as I rush outwards. Ooh, a $30 donation. Guys, thank you so much for the donation from J Spites. Tell us what you'd like to do with that donation, you kind, beautiful human you. So, I run. Now, as I do so, I am going to attempt to draw them away from the hangar. So yeah, as I'm running, I'm like banging on a few things here and there. The zombies are slow as they begin to make their way upwards. And I'm going to try to look and see if I can find the hangar. J Spites coming in with the scavenge. Thank you so much. So J Spites, the way scavenge works is you get to decide one item that I find. It can be absolutely anything. And yes, it can be the plot-related item. And then the chat gets to throw in a bunch of other stuff in order for me to find as part of this donation as well. So thank you so kindly. Now, I hobble. Yes, I hobble as quick as I can. So, let's go with 4 for wits. So 4 dice for my wits. 2 dice for my scout. And I have 1, 2, 3. Actually, I should probably save that real quick. So I have 3 stress dice here. Alright, there we go. And that should update for you guys in chat. Boom. There it is. Nice. It's an owlbear. Thank you. Come across an owlbear, goddammit. Alright, here we go. So, do I find the hangar? Okay, not bad. 4 successes. No failures. Yes, absolutely. It is not difficult at all to find this hangar as I rush towards it. Making my way around. In addition, I also managed to find an entrance that isn't surrounded by fire and zombies. I make a move towards it and duck into the doorway. Plot-related item is good, or a laser pointer thing from a claw machine in the airport. Ooh, laser pointer thing from a claw machine in the airport. Nice. You know what? I think that's pretty nifty. Let's if we have any excess scavenge, we might go with that. And I think that'll work. So, I make my way into the room, thrusting open the door and slamming the door behind me. I take a chair and I jam it up against the door so that it's closed and barred behind me. Inside this hangar, there are a number of tables and chairs. There's like a large space for airplanes to come in and receive some repairs. There's shelves filled with supplies and boxes. I wonder what I'm gonna do here. Now, Seth, the cracked kneecap and the physical damage only really applies to stuff where those physical damages would matter. Searching around for supplies and things, that isn't affected by the kneecaps or anything like that. But the other stuff is. Now, as I look around, we hit the scavenge. So what I need from chat is, can I get everyone in chat to type in exclamation D6, please, as we enter our scavenge. Now, as I make my way there, I find a number of supplies. I have to pick and choose carefully. I can't take everything with me, and most importantly, I can't come back empty-handed. If I do, we're all going to be at risk. Nothing's password protected. How the hell? Hold on one sec. There we go. Okay, scavenge. Here we go. Okay, good. All right. If you guys want to, you may also scavenge multiple times. So here we go. So as I begin to scavenge, looking around, thankfully someone was already working on the parts to repair a airplane. I look around and I find most of the supplies. Let's go with my scouting again. So 4 wits, 2 scout, 3 stress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5! 5 successes. All right. I find all the parts I need for that were requested by Maya. In addition, let's see. Cass, we got a 5. Seth is a 1, and Padfoot is a 4. So 5, 1, 4 is, I find, some basic medical gear. Ooh, yeah, I'm definitely picking that up. So I find some basic medical gear. And because I already have first aid supplies, I get to add that one to the list. All right, there we go. Boop, 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 boop. Where is it? There we go. Yes, please. Thank you. All right, so we got some basic medical supplies. What else do we have? We have Schoolie with 3, Mythical Turian with 1, and Australis with 3. So that is 313, which gives us 313. A rice bag and water jugs, which gives us 10 rations. That's actually pretty good. All right, 10 rations. Let's see. That's pretty good. We now have 38 days worth of rations. That being said, the bag of rice might be heavy, and I do have a cracked knee. I'll need to consider that one. I'll have to consider that one. Okay. Next up, we have Decentius with 4, Jace Bites with 2, and Dead Like Me with 2. So that is 422. 422, the item we find is some salted meat. It is beef. So that's 3 rations. Now that's more reasonable. I definitely could see myself being able to carry 3, a little bit of like meat rations. That's 8, 9, 10. So. Alright, there we go. And just adding that there. Okay, so we have some extra rations that we've pulled up. Boom, done. Okay, so we have some extra rations. Nice. Sen House with a 2, Centauri with a 4, and OG with a 4. So 2, 4, 4. The item we find from you guys is 2, 4, 4. 1 ration of pickled eggs. Yes, I can keep the ration of pickled eggs, I think. Seth. No, that's 35. That's fine. Okay. Can I add a toy for the dog pile? Sure. Alas, I must depart. No worries, Cass. Please, mwah, have a wonderful and safe evening, whatever it is you happen to do. I wish you all the best, my dear. All right. So, strap the meat and the rice to my back. Okay, I'll tell you what. I will take them, but I will take the penalty for them. I feel as though carrying them is going to be like quite heavy and quite cumbersome. So let's do it that way. So, grabbing the supplies, putting them in a box. I place the bag onto my shoulders, tie it together, and prepare to head out. As I do so, I listen against the wall for the walking dead. Now, I know there was an explosion, I know I ran, but is there anyone around me at the moment? Yes or no? Do I have walkers? Do I have walkers surrounding the repair hangar? Yay or nay? We have yes. Yes, yes, yes. One no. I could put the backpack on Tim, but I didn't bring Tim because I needed to move quickly. Yes, yes, yes. A walker cut in half, trying to reach me. Ooh, groans and leaves track of rotten blood. Ooh, I love that. Okay, well, let's make a notice check. Let's see if I notice that in this room, because I didn't check it. Let's see if there is a walker hiding here. We have 4 wits, 2 scout, 3 stress. Okay, let's see how we go. Okay, we have 2 successes and 1 complication. So as DAG peers out the little like kind of glass window next to the door, looking and waiting for his opportunity to leave, the fire is getting closer and closer now. Suddenly, from beneath one of the tables, the half-torn body of a zombie mechanic crawls out, quietly, dragging itself along the floor, their legs clean cut off, rotten intestines having been kind of pecked at by vermin, drag behind the body as it pulls itself closer. As it does so, it reaches up and grabs Dag's foot. It pulls it from underneath him and drags him to the ground. As he falls, Dag bangs his head against the wall and lands hard. With his cracked kneecap and everything, it's brutal. Let's see if I can fend this off. I have 3 strength, 3 close quarter combat. I have 2 for my sword. But, oh yeah, sorry, and 3 stress dice, of course. But I lose 3 from my cracked knee I lose 2 from my ongoing injury being battered, meaning I have a total of 6 dice. So let's see how I go fending off against this zombie. I need 1 success. 2, 2, 5, 4, 3, and a 1. No successes, 1 complication. I'm going to use my reroll to reroll the complication. I definitely do not want to be getting killed here. That's a 4, so no successes. As the zombie pulls me down, I manage to push and pull and eventually kick myself free. I try to drag myself away, but the zombie is half my weight. It moves quickly and climbs over the top. It grabs my neck with its like kind of like stunted, rotten fingers as it thrusts me back down to the ground. It is hard to get my sword in where it is, but I'm gonna try again anyway. As I pull my sword out and grab it just to where the base of his neck is, and try to swing it clean around. Let's see how we go. The exact same roll. Okay, much better. 2 successes. With a rip of the blade, the head falls down. Blood and viscera pours onto me. Oh my god. I turn around. I make sure the blood's washed out of my mouth. I did have some of the water from the water jug, so I'll just like, you know, rinse out my mouth, spit it out. And then I remember that they struggle to see when you're covered in their gore. They struggle to see you. Sense and scent is a major thing for them. I make my way to the door, covered in gore. I open the door and let the walkers in, standing behind the door as I do so. The walkers begin to move in, filing into the room, looking for someone. As they file in one by one, I attempt to stealth out. 3 agility, 2 stealth, 3 stress, and I'd say 2 bonus for the for being covered in gore. It's a pretty significant bonus. However, 3 dice gone for the cracked knee, 2 dice gone for the battered and bruised. All right. Nice. 1 success. I make my way around, pushing past, pushing through. Quickly. Give myself 1 for that's a smart idea. Well, thank you, Myth. I will give myself another 1. Maybe I'll get a second one. I do not, but it's appreciated. I make my way steadily towards the hangar. The hangar door opens as I approach, and with all of the parts in hand, Maya is very quick to grab hold of them and start work immediately. The walkers seem to have been distracted by the fire in other places, as well as the commotion that seemed to be happening in the repair area. For now, at least, the hangar is safe. But it will not be for long. As the repairs go underway, we start to load up all the food. Which is 42 days worth of food in total. Okay. Let me save this so you guys can see where I'm at. Alright, we have the extra medical supplies. Oh, I forgot the extra medical supplies. There we go. So we got extra medical supplies, and then we also have the units of food. Yep. Done and done. Boom. Okay. It takes a little while, about 10 minutes, before the parts are put in. Maya turns and she says, "All right, listen, I'm gonna have one shot at this. Whether or not this works, the noise is gonna draw them in. So everyone get on board? We're gonna go with this one way or another." We all board, getting onto the plane, taking our seats, and placing the seatbelts on. The engine begins to rumble to life. As it does so, we hear the zombies start to move in our direction. The engine stalls once. It stalls twice. Maya turns the key, come on. Well, it's not the key, but, does the sequence again. Says, come on, come on. The walkers get close. They're almost obstructing the hangar entrance when suddenly the turbines burst to life and the plane starts to move. As it does, it starts to get rocky as these zombies get into the way and get dragged under the landing gears. We start to bounce inside the actual compartment of the actual plane as we move towards the runway. As the engines begin to pick up speed, it starts to go faster and faster. The zombies on the track every now and then get splattered against the side of the plane, but the plane is moving too quick to get stopped. As they get dragged underneath, the whole thing is moving far too quickly as the plane slowly begins to take lift and make it into the air. With a sigh of relief and a cheer from everyone inside of the cabin, our small group looked down at Perth. What was once a beautiful, sprawling city is now gone. Buildings destroyed, fire having torn through much of the city. As we pass the city itself, we see King's Park, a large and massive botanical garden, ruined, turned to ash, filled with the walking dead. The war memorial, surrounded. Passing Perth, the skyscrapers, the towers, all of it still. As we fly out, past the rural areas, past the countryside, and onwards. One last sighting of my home fading into the distance. I love that. Beautiful. Now, aboard the plane, DAG takes some time to reduce his stress. He goes and he comforts his kittens, who in turn comfort him. In addition, he spends a little bit of time with Suze, catching up with everything she had gone into. How she was at work when the incident happened, and how a group of individuals saved her, taking her back home to go and check on me, but realizing that I had left the door open to let the cats out to allow them a chance of survival. She stayed behind to look for the cats, eventually finding them and basically, bringing them along. She punches me in the shoulder for being stupid. Using some of the first aid supplies, Suze begins to tend some of my wounds. "So where are we going?" Maya yells from the front. "Well, like I said, we've got some survivors in Sydney. I've got a way to contact them, and, it'd be good to move in a group like that. Also, I may have made some friends." I tell Suze about my adventures, the 2 dogs, Powers, and of course Tristan. Now, Suze knows what Tristan means to me. She understands, and takes a deep breath and says, Sydney. Sydney it is then. Everyone smiles and nods. Maya frowns. Look, I appreciate the lovely romantic bullshit you guys have got going on, but we're not getting to Sydney. This aircraft doesn't have that capability. If we're going to go that far, we'll need to land somewhere. There's an airport in South Australia near Adelaide. We should be able to get some supplies there. Good chance too. Okay, if that's what you think is best, then well, let's do that. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll find some other survivors there too. As we begin to fly and continue, on the outside of the plane, some of the gore and viscera from the zombies that were in front of us seem to hang on, clinging to the plane. A zombified arm, gripping to the side of the plane, suddenly gives way, bangs against the wings, and slips into the turbine. As it grinds, all of a sudden, the whole plane lurches. What's going on? Maya turns and she says, I don't know. Engine 1's failing. As I look around, I can see that the engine is on fire. I see the blood that sprays on it. I say, I think a walker might have gotten the engine. What do we do? Maya says, change of plans. We're not making it to, we are not making it to Adelaide. Let alone trying to make it to Sydney. Alright, let's take a look at a map of Australia. Alright. Let me share this with you guys. Window capture, that's the one. Boom, there it is. Alright, welcome to my home world. Woo! Alright, there we go. Learn something on your day off. Well, not quite. We're just deciding where exactly we are going to go. So, here is Perth and where I'm at. And as we go past, that's Port Augusta. Okay. And there's Adelaide right there. So, we are trying to get to Adelaide from Perth, which is over here. The question is how far do we get before the plane crashes? So, yeah, just let me know when, yeah, let me, type in chat when you think I should. That's all. The beige area is that desert. Okay. So the plane going from here to there would travel this way along the coast. So, yeah, just let me know. Yeah, let me know when we're there. So we've left Perth. Just say when, and when a majority of people say when, that is when we'll do it. So we are passing over the rural areas, the national parks, things like that. We are passing by Kalgoorlie, which is our like mines and stuff like that. We begin to head towards the nature reserves and towards the Nullarbor. The Nullarbor is one of the near Kalgoorlie. So you want me to be kind of like here-ish? We're gonna go near the mines. Alright, I've got a few people saying stop at the mines, so I'll put that down as one mark, so we'll stop somewhere in the mines. Yep. So I got 3 people for that. The Nullarbor is the world's straightest bit of highway. This is a barren, desolate kind of like area with a long stretch of road. There's a lot of trucks there, and there's definitely desert. Tons of desert. Because, yeah, as you can see, like look at that. That is just all one big straight road. All right. As we continue onwards, we've got the wilderness areas, yada, yada, yada. A lot of desert and a lot of reserve area. A lot of bushland. After that, probably be heading down now through here. I don't know if there's anything like noteworthy over this way. Again, random places that we can learn. Yeah, Australia's massive. Now keeping in mind, we could potentially lose power over the ocean here. So if we want to, we can lose power over the ocean, land in the sea, or we land near Adelaide, or we're crashing near Adelaide. Over the ocean is too mean. Fair. All right. So I heard a lot for the mines, not much for the desert, and not much for the ocean. Okay. All right. Let's go to Kalgoorlie. So Kalgoorlie does have an airport, which is right here, as you can see. Kalgoorlie is a relatively small, again, mining community. So there is the mines that are like here, I think. Yeah. Assorted mines and like Alshea, places like that. Okay. So could maybe find another airplane or a truck. Yeah, you're true there. Okay. So let's say that I'm not gonna land necessarily in Kalgoorlie. So let's say someone nearby. Kalgoorlie. Haha, I like that. Okay, let's land nearby. Ooh, perfect. All right. So, as the plane starts to lose power, we start to head downwards, realizing we are near the coast. Realizing we're heading down towards the coast. We are currently flying over what is known as Goldfield Woodland National Park. What do? We're losing altitude. There's nowhere to land down there. We don't have a runway. And I say, yes, we do. Down there. And I point at the Great Eastern Highway. There is a long bit of road here that goes, that stretches pretty wide and could definitely serve as a runway. She aims the nose of the plane downwards, and she says, all right, well, hang on. I don't know how well we can do this. As the plane comes down, this light aircraft is buffeted by the winds. Everyone grips their seats tightly as the plane comes careening downwards. With one engine out, it is difficult. It moves left, it moves right, it sways, bang. Some of the kids are now crying as the plane begins to pull up just as it's about to hit the ground. Now, I don't need to make the piloting check. You guys in chat who play Maya will make the piloting check. So everyone in chat, please roll me an exclamation D6 to see if Maya lands this plane. Also, welcome in McClover. Good to see you. Ooh, McBluff has landed a 1. Let's see how we go. We've one success so far. Come on, team. We have 2 1s and 1 6. 2 6s. That takes us to where we need to be. All right, now here's the question, and this is to chat. There are 2 1s in that roll. Yeah, she's definitely rolling 1 stress dice. The question is that stress dice one of the 1s? Let's go with a do or die coin. I think a do or die coin is going to be good. So, do or die. Is the 1 a stress? It is a stress dice. All right. The plane comes down. As it does, the landing gear has been damaged by the walkers as well, and crashes downwards, forcing the plane down. As it impacts, it grinds against the gravel of the road, pulling outwards and swinging to its side. One of the plane wings gets torn off by the nearby trees. The second wing, bang, hits the other one, causing the whole plane to go into a spin. As it does so, the back end is ripped and torn. The whole thing rolls. Everyone who is buckled in needs to make a check to see if they're okay. Agility, 3. Mobility, 2. Stress, 1. -3 for the kneecap. -1 for being bruised. Okay, so that's 2 dice. 1's a stress dice. I got a 1 on the stress dice. No, you know what? I'm going to try the reroll. Even if I don't succeed and I take some damage, that's going to be better than taking damage and then also having other bad stuff happen. Okay. Taking up the reroll. Here we go. 6! Okay. I managed to protect myself. Unfortunately, with only 1 success, I don't manage to save anyone else. But I do manage to avoid damage as the whole plane rolls. Now, as everyone knows, in the Dead Aussie Gamers world, animals have a bubble. This bubble of protection means that both of my cats are perfectly fine and healthy with no damage being done to them. However, we have a few people to go through. So, for chat, I would like for you to vote. 1 for safe, or 2 for injured, or 3 for dead. So let's start with Suze. Okay, injured, dead. Type it in chat now. Alright, Suze is okay. Alright, Suze and the cats are okay. Having strapped themselves in and kept themselves safe, even the tumbling didn't cause them any injury. Next up is Marissa and the children. So let's start with Marissa first. Marissa, okay, injured, or dead? 1, 2, or 3. Type them in chat. Alright, looks like Marissa is injured, perhaps. Alright. During the tumbling, Marissa tried to protect some of the kids. Ooh, actually. Ooh, it could be close. Any last calls for Marissa's fate? Okay, injured, or dead? 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, fair enough, Australis. This is very true. All right, she is injured. So Marissa, very, very quickly made their way over and lent to protect one of the kids. In doing so, some of the overhead compartments opened up, releasing some old, just some old supplies that have landed and banged the back of her head. As it happens, she falls unconscious and is tumbled about a bit. She is now injured, which we can now add to this sheet here. Okay. Marissa is injured. Okay. The 5 children. Now, the 5 children do not get a death option, only because... no, they will get a death option. I feel as though... yeah, if we cut out children entirely, that's going to be a thing, so... Alright, no judgments, but yeah. 1, children are okay. 2, children are injured. 3, the children are dead. And no matter what we do, if we go with children are dead or injured, we're going to say how many of them are injured. So there's 5 kids currently. So, 1. Okay, children are okay. Children are okay. Children are injured. A couple of kids. All right. I think right now the ones current. Ooh, maybe the 2s have it. Hold on, let me have a look. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. Okay, it's a tie currently. We need a tiebreaker. Or we're gonna flip do or die. Do or die. You've already rolled Seth, so we don't get another one. But if someone is missing out, all right. As that was the last call, I'm gonna go to the do or die coin. Do or oh wait, no, Decenthus comes in with a 4, and Mythical Touring with a 5. What do you guys vote for? I feel like Myth you voted as well. Yeah, Myth you already have the 1. So Decenthius, 1, the children are okay. 2, the children are injured. Or 3, children are dead. What do we got? Decenthius holding the fate of these kids in his hands, or their hands. All right, and because we did have the number before, let's find out how many of these kids are injured. Could I get chat to roll me a D10, please? Exclamation D10 in chat. So exclamation D10. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Straight up. Wow. Okay, we have a 10. We have a 10. We have a 5. We have an 8. Okay, it looks like most of them are going to be injured. All right. I'm going to say that Marissa's sacrifice managed to protect one of the 5 kids, but the other 4 kids are injured. Right, and 1 kid is uninjured. Okay, they are all still alive. They are all still alive. Okay. Next up, and most importantly, Maya. Maya's in the front seat of this plane. She is our pilot. 1 for okay and uninjured. 2 for injured. 3 for... Sorry, I'm yawning. Had a late night last night. Had a LGBT Pride Bowl I was running some D&D games with, which was a lot of fun. Ah, there it is. Okay. Three. 1. So 3. 1. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. A lot of injured ones. All right. Yeah, it was very fun. It was a apocalypse themed game. and I had an interdimensional drag show at risk because a series of unfortunate events have taken the queens that were performing away from the event, and so they had to go and let's see. There was a Warforged bard who was trapped by the rain. There was a halfling bard who was kidnapped by a dragon and taken to a dragon spa because this dragon hoarded music, and rather than having a music box, they stole bards. And the third one was a satyr bard who was kind of like DJing in the underground and didn't realize that, you know, people were didn't realize what time it was, so they had to go and, you know, help them out. But eventually the PCs got the whole group to like bring the party to the rave underground, because the underground people were like, no, we're not letting her go because, you know, we want to do a thing. And yeah, it was all cool. It was a very cool thing. All right, it looks like Maya is concussed. All right. And I can now take away the mid-flight engine failure parts. All right. And then I can also take out... plane is missing crucial parts, and Janico's airport is burning. We don't need to worry about that anymore. We do need to now worry about... Hey, McClover, thank you so much for giving Seth a subscription. Welcome in, and please enjoy your sub. Okay. Crash landed outside of Calgary. Acquire new transport to Sydney. All right, that is our new challenges and Michael's new drive. No, my drive is still the same. Reunite with team in Sydney. Cool. All right. Oh, that would have been a good idea. That would have been a great idea. All right. So how far away are we? So from Kalgoorlie to where I had us land. All right, we are 40 kilometers or 25 miles away from Kalgoorlie, from where we landed. So, how long to walk 40 kilometers? Okay, it would take 6 hours. It's a 6-hour journey. All right, here we go. So, as we all leave the wreckage, pulling ourselves out, gathering the supplies, I place the injured by the side of the road. Now, the roads in Australia, especially out here, is basically usually a 2-lane road with single lanes going either way. On both sides is a series of like almost like rubble like sidewalks. Just it's unworked, it's loose stones, all of them kind of like these hold on, let me see if I can find a fit picture. Yeah, there we go. So your typical country road out this ways kind of looks like... Yeah, it kind of looks like this. Yeah. This is kind of your typical country road. Yeah, there you go. So, like, unworked road, you've got, like, you know, tall trees on either side. You've got, like, a lot of, like, kind of, like, roots and loose rocks and stuff like that. Yeah, so this is kind of what we're looking at. Yeah, very much this. This is exactly, you know, and this is almost exactly what we're looking at. Okay. So as I pull everyone to the side of the road, many of the trees have been destroyed by the crash. Actually, that's a good point. Did I lose any gear? Okay, let's check the inventory. Sleeping bag. Yes, I reckon I've still gotten that. The walkie-talkies. Checked, still have those. First aid supplies. Yep, lighter fluid, yeah, yada. The food. That's a tough one. Let's look at some other things as well. Yeah, so the food. Dinner prowl. I don't have chief and magnets with Tim yet. Yeah, okay, so food I think is the biggest one. Food and water. Right now I have 42 days worth of food. Percentage of the food would go. Alright, chat. Exclamation D100. Let's see how many we, let's see how much we lose. Rice all over the plains like a wedding. Fair. Alright, we have 77, 84, 76, 34, 14, 31, 85, 6. Oh, OG, I want your result. Let's see. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I'm going to roll a D8. And we're going to see what we get. I included the 37. There's my D8. There it is. Okay. Oh, we have a couple more. So that's a D10 with McClover's result. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Rolling in the D10. We are choosing the 8th result. So, first result was Seth. Second result was Skulai. Third result was Myth. Fourth result was Senhouse. Fifth result was J Spites. Sixth was Decenthius. Seventh was Astralis. And 8th was OG. OG! Woo! That's exactly what we freaking need. Lucky number 6. Oh, that was freaking brilliant. So we get the 6%. Only lose 6%. So what's 6% of 47? Oh, sorry, 42. Have I got any of this automated on Fantasy Grounds? I don't know if it's available on Fantasy Grounds yet. Actually, let me just double check this. Because that's a good point. If it is, then I can actually totally get it set up. It doesn't look like it. Two and a half days. Alright, let's store, shop, search. Yeah, it wasn't, but let's take a quick look. Walking Dead. No, there's a bunch of horror campaigns and stuff like that from Ravenloft, but no, it's there's no Fantasy Grounds Walking Dead additive yet. Yes. I'm pretty sure Foundry might, but I haven't looked into it yet. Okay, so we lose 2.5 days. That's actually not bad. All right, so we still have, let's just say, you know, we'll round it, and we'll just have 40 days worth of rations. All right. Yeah, Foundry's out? Yeah. Because I know Foundry already has a lot of support for Free League publishing stuff, so that doesn't surprise me. Alright. Is everyone okay? Everyone eventually calls out. The children are afraid, and the teacher is unconscious, as is Maya. Suze and I, we work hard to make sure that everyone's okay, but we don't know where we are exactly. Okay. Alright. What time of day is it actually, everyone? What time of day do you guys think it is? Foundry's out. Roll20 came in the Kickstarter. Yeah, I should set it up on Foundry. Maybe I'll do that a little later. Maybe I'll do that after the stream today. Yeah, actually, that's probably a good point. Evening close to nightfall. Okay. Evening close to nightfall. Yeah, okay, 4:30-ish, roughly. It's probably... Yeah, it's probably a bad idea to go traveling now. Okay, what do we do? In the middle of the bush. Heat. And shelter. Alright. I look at the wreckage of the plane. I begin to head in and gather as many blankets as I can, as well as pillows. I use the blankets, and I'm going to try and make a makeshift shelter, using whatever bits of like branches and leaves and the like, and then overhanging them with blankets for insulation. I lay out the cushions on the ground and try to make enough room for everyone to sit down. I'll even use my Swiss Army knife and cut out the padding of the seats to help, you know, sort of again help with the insulation and stuff. Let's see how I do. Survival is 1. Wits is 4. Suze is gonna help, so she'll give us a 1. Let's see how my shelters go. That's not bad. Oh, and I have 1 stress dice. Alright, so that is 1 success. Making the shelter and putting it around. I'm pretty proud of my result. I think it looks halfway decent. Any specific wildfires to worry about in the area? Not presently. I'll say not presently, only because, you know, we've just run from 2 massive wildfires, so. Alright. With the makeshift tent now made, I make my way in and lay down, and I will rest. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I may not be injured, but it has been a long, long, long day. Suze sees how stressed I am, and she walks over and points at the stars. She says, "Isn't it wonderful that even out here, without the smog and pollution of the city, you can still see the stars?" I look up, and yeah, the sky is illuminated with a curtain of bright twinkling stars. Yeah, oh, it is beautiful. I'm glad I was able to find you. I'm glad we were able to get through so much of this. I don't know what I would have done if you weren't here. And she's like, "You would have died." I laugh. Look, we have a long road ahead tomorrow. It's like 40 kilometers. And, well, if Maya and Marissa don't get up, we have to find a way to transport them. Suze says, "Look, we'll deal with that in the morning, but why don't you get some sleep? I'll keep watch." Okay. Good night. Good night. And I fall asleep. Which, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to day 9 having survived. Woo! I survived to day 9. I'm doing okay. Alright, survived to day 9. Hell yeah. Alright. The next morning. Well, chat, this question goes to you. Does anything happen during the night? Does anything happen during the night? Yeah, no, when I started, definitely thought I was going to be down by 3 days. No walkers, but curious wildlife. Interesting, interesting. Yep, something happened. Alright. A loud cicada making noise all night. Hysterical kids. Yep. Number of rabbits. Non-hostile wildlife. Okay. Sure, let's go with that. A few rabbits have made their way towards the camp. Curious and drawn in by the strangers in the wilderness. Suze is watching them carefully, trying not to spook them. As I wake up, I look over at Suze. Morning. And she goes, shh, quiet. Come here. I walk over. Suze is there with the cats, watching these rabbits. Yeah, well, if they live out here, then they were the lucky ones. I mean, the walkers, they don't come this far. They wouldn't. People aren't out here. She smiles, and something makes a noise, startling the rabbits. They begin to bound into the wilderness. Wondering what might have done so, I quickly draw my weapon. Oh, I'm now only 1 day away from fixing my leg. That's cool. All right. As I hear the noise nearby, I stay on guard. But all it is a kangaroo that hops past and over the road. I take a sigh of relief, put my sword away, and begin gathering everything. Now, is Maya and is Maya and Marissa, are they conscious or are they unconscious? 1 for conscious, 2 for unconscious. And it'll be, actually, you know what? No, just type it in chat. Type it in chat. If you want Marissa conscious or unconscious, and if you want Maya conscious or unconscious. Type it in chat, and we'll go with those. I do have a first aid kit, but we're not proficient in first aid. Marissa woke up, but Maya is in and out. Both conscious, but still dazed. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like the one where Marissa is up, but in a daze, and Maya comes kind of in and out. Marissa. Dag, I'm just... my head. Yeah, no, look, you had a bit of a tumble, okay? We're on the ground, but, you know, we're a little bit worse for wear. Here, drink. And I give her some water. Now, we need to check out some supplies. So I am going to eat and use that to recover, which will restore my stress, which will restore my my hit points. We have 5 people, 5 kids, 2 cats, Suze, Marissa, and Maya. So that is 10 rations gone immediately. Boom. 10 rations. Gone. And updates are there. Okay. Oh, the teacher would have a first aid certificate. Yeah, she would. She would. Yeah, no, that makes sense. She'd have a first aid certificate. Marissa goes and has a look at Maya and is able to stabilize her, saying that they shouldn't move her, but understands that that's not a luxury that we have. Okay. Here's the plan. It is a 6 to 8 hour walk to Kalgoorlie from here. It's not too bad. With regular stops, we should be able to make it by nightfall. But another alternative might be that if some of us can make the 6 hour walk and then drive back and pick up the others, that could also be a good plan. What does Susan and Marissa think of this plan? Chat, it is up to you. Let me know. What do they think of the plan of having someone go grab a car and bring it back here? Oh, sorry. Thank you. Much appreciated. So let me try that again. So, Odd Bandicoot. We were just in a plane crash. Maya, our pilot, has been slipping in and out of consciousness. The Marissa, our teacher, and 4 out of the 5 of her students are injured, but they are awake and kind of dazed from the battle, and from the crash. Sorry. And me and Suze are both fine, as well as the cats. So that is the current situation. We're just debating how to get to Kalgoorlie, which is our closest place with an airport. Marissa just wants to escape the walkers at the moment she's safe, so she wants to hang here and improve the camp. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. If we head to the city, there are going to be walkers there. She almost prefers to keep the kids here and safe. I say, okay. Alright, in which case, should I go alone? Should I go with other people? Suze, I need you to come with me. We can get a car and, well, I mean, as you know, I can't drive, and, you know, since the apocalypse started, it's not been too much of an issue, but a second pair of eyes and hands is gonna always help me out. Suze smiles and says, okay. But who's going to look after the cats? Marissa says that she will. Suze kind of reluctantly nods, but hands over the cats. We say farewell and begin our 6-hour journey. I use this time to hold Suze's hand, to tell her about all the stuff I've been through, people I've met. I tell her that, you know, I've had to do some things since starting. I've had to kill a man, the bishop. It was a struggle, but it all led me here to you, and I'm grateful for it. She's happy to know that I'm okay. She's happy to know that I'd kept it all together. And she's also happy that I'll never eat at McDonald's again. Alright. Upon our journey, let's find out how we go as far as tracking goes. So as I said, it is a 6-hour journey on foot to get there. But let's see if we can make that with our endurance. So, 3 strength, 1 endure, no bonuses, but -3 penalty from my kneecap, which means I'm rolling 1 dice. Yay! A 6! Not even joking about it. Look at that. Keeping my hand up. That is... E6 on that dice. Woo! Alright. Love that. Okay. With the 6, as we are making our way, I noticed something in the distance. A car pulled over to the side. Hey! Maybe it's abandoned. Maybe we can use that. I walk over to the car. I have my blade out and ready and look at what's inside. Nothing. Empty. Abandoned. I lean into the car and check for the keys. Chat, do I find the keys? Yes or no? Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. Thank you for pointing that out, Schoolia. Yes. By the way, yes, I do have a donation stream goal. There it is on chat. For those of you who don't know, I'm trying to save up to go to Europe next year, so that is my Save Up for Europe fund, which might need to be replenished because it might need to follow a DAG is going to Gen Con fund, and yeah. But yes, thank you, Schoolia. I always get nervous about asking for fun things. Skyrim lockpicking, yeah, maybe. Alright, it looks like yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, yes. That's true in the country, no one unlocks anything. Oh, okay, good to know. I'll remember that. Alright. So, as I approach and I look, I do find the key. As I twist the key in the ignition, it comes to life. But all of a sudden, you watch as the car horn begins to blare. This huge noise starts to resonate. I quickly look around. I try to see what's going on. Suddenly, I hear the sound of gunshots in my direction. All of a sudden, boom! Bullets start to fly in all directions. I duck and hide behind the car as I scramble for cover. Let's change our music here. All right. Yeah. Bullets start to fly in our direction. Also, Odd Bandicoot, thank you for asking. I am okay. A little tired, but, you know, I had a super late night last night at a LGBT Pride Bowl where I was running D&D for some kids. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Okay. It's a little loud. Let me just adjust real quick. Alright, there we go. Alright. So, the gunshots continue, firing in our direction. Which is... There we go. Nice. As the guns begin to fire in our direction, Susan and I take cover. Jeez, where's that coming from? Do you know? Can you see them? I peer out from behind the car. Let's see if I can notice where they are. 4 wits, 2 scout. 1 success. I see a flash of a muzzle as another bullet flies past, striking the bonnet. As it does so, I say, yeah, I can only see 1 person though. She says, what do we do? I take out the grenade. I say, if you know what's good for you, you'll stop firing and leave. I turn around, hoping that they've stopped. Maybe they... Damn it. Nope, they've not stopped. Okay. Well, I don't do that because that'll break my teeth, but I actually pull the ring from the grenade. Okay. I stand up. I take aim. I throw the grenade. As I do so, I need to try and dodge the bullets to avoid getting shot while I'm standing up. 3 for agility. 2 for mobility. And let's throw in the extra 1 because I'm hiding behind cover. Alright, 2 successes. The grenade flies into their direction, and as it does, all of a sudden, there is an explosion. Let's see, do I have an explosion? Yes, here we go. I have an explosion. As the explosion rockets through. Do I need the kneecap if I'm throwing something? I'll ask the chat this. Do I need the kneecap penalty if I am throwing a grenade? Did I actually dodge? Oh yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Okay, so I do need to remove 3. Okay, let me try again. I will re-roll, and I'll do the 3 dice. Am I throwing your kneecap? No. Well, I mean, I imagine there is that, but I'm also trying to avoid getting shot as well. So yeah, there is that. I'm not throwing from sitting, so yeah, fair enough. Okay, let's roll 3 again. Okay, this one was no successes. So I'm gonna use some re-rolls here. Oh wait, no, sorry, my grenade gives me something as well. No, it doesn't. Does it? Hold on. 2 seconds, let me check. Hand grenade has a blast power of 8. Text ranged combat rolls. Alright, here we go. It's a +1, so I get 1 extra dice with a hand grenade. That is a 6. Okay. Whew, I was lucky. Okay, with a 6. I do throw the grenade, and there is an explosion. Alright. As the explosion goes off, the gunshots stop. The individuals in question, I don't know where they are, but I'm going to make my way through the bushes to try and head towards them. I begin to make my way, leaning against the trees with my sword drawn. Suze calls me and tells me to get back here, but I ignore her. I know that if I stay behind, they're just going to keep firing at us. But if I can get the jump on them... Alright. Oh yes, I have to lose the item. Thank you for the reminder. Alright. My next question to you guys. The hand grenade has definitely injured, if not killed, someone. But how many people are in the woods here? How many people are hanging out waiting for us? Hey! Hey, welcome in, Christina. Good to see you. All right, there we go. That has been cleared. Okay. Okay, it looks like on average we're looking at 3 or 4. Hey, Lucetrius, a 5-stream streak. Congratulations. Thank you so much for supporting us and hanging out and being here. You earned another 450 channel points. All right. Aw, thank you, Christina. All right, so as the explosion goes off, I make my way in. There are 4 people here. Let's see how many of these people are injured. I'm going to roll this in chat. Of the 4 people, I can type my things. There we go. Wow, okay, sweet. Thank you, Steph. Yeah, as the explosion goes off, all 4 people are killed. As we approach, 4 out of 4 are injured. I head over. There's coughing and there's spluttering as we arrive where they are. Now here's the question. Have these guys been killed outright, or are there survivors? Chat, let me know. I make my way over to them. Got 1 for injured and not killed. We have 1 for outrightly dead. 2 for outrightly dead. 1 for 1 survivor. Dead, some survivors. Okay, okay. Hey, Christina, thank you so much for the gifted sub, bringing us to 101 gifted subs. And regular subs, thank you so much. So appreciated. And Festicoria, Discorda, I hope you enjoy your new shiny badges. Okay. At least 1 is dead, but some survive. Okay. Let's go with... Let's go with half and half, I think. 2 survivors, 2 dead. I make my way over to where they happen to be. I see these two people trying to move around. They are badly burnt and badly injured. I make my way to one of the dead guys first. And what I want to do is I want to take their weapon. Now, guys, what weapon were these guys shooting at me with? Were they shooting at me with rifles? Were they shooting at me with pistols? How was I being attacked? Was it a heavy machine gun? Were they shooting tank cannons at me? I don't know. Rifle. Son of shotgun. Farm rifle, hunting rifle. Okay, so we got hunting rifles. So, hunting rifle. Let's add this to the character sheet. All right. Hunting rifle. Okay, hunting rifle. Let's see, what else are we looking at? Hunting rifle, the damage is 2. Bonus is 2, and it is long range. Alright, there we go. Bonus is 2. Damage is +2. And we have a long-range weapon. All right. Okay, save that. And save that for you guys. There we go. All right, we now have a hunting rifle. As we pick up the rifle, how do I react given that you've just killed in front of Suze and she's seeing me in IRL do this for the first time? Oh man, she probably like really kind of freaks out a little bit. But as I take the rifle out, these guys are burnt. These guys are injured. Okay. I go up to the first one. And as I do, I kick him around and I ask him, "Why did you attack us?" He kind of like groans and moans. He says, "Please help." I say, "There's no help coming, mate. Why did you attack us?" "Just needed some supplies." "You were gonna kill me for them?" "Cool. Makes this a lot easier." Bang! I shoot this guy through the head. He watches the other dude. He's still crawling on the floor as I catch up to him. And I drag him by his foot backwards a little. I say, "You! Why did you attack us?" And he turns around and goes, "That was our car, man. You were gonna steal our car." Do I need to do a coup de grace check? Probably not. I turn around and I say, "Oh yeah? Well, unfortunately for you, I have people who need that car." And I am going to take aim with my gun. And just as I'm about to fire, Suze grabs my arm and tells me to stop. "Look, they just wanted their car. We're the bad guys here." I look back at the guy in front of me, and I tell him, "There is no bad guys here. Just survivors." And I point my gun directly between his eyes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end today's session. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you had a great time. It was a blast. We have crash landed in the middle of Australia and need to make our way forward and through. It is wild. It is a wild game. All the cliffhanger notes. All right, guys, this has been great. This has been a lot of fun. Sorry, I was a little bit tired today. I did still want to stream with you guys. I still want to come and have a bit of fun, and I'm glad I did. This was really refreshing and very, very invigorating. So thank you all for being here, and thank you all for being a part of it. Yeah, an outrageous cliffhanger. It was an outrageous cliffhanger. So we'll find out what happens to this poor sap next week. Oh wait, no, not next week, because next week, guys, I've got some news. Next week, we will be doing, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, we'll be doing an episode of Dragon Kitchen. Woo! Well, don't everyone get excited? Yeah, I'm joking. I know it's chat. But yes, no, we're doing an episode of Dragon Kitchen. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to be making characters and having them pit each other against a culinary conquest in the multiverse world that I've created, where two chefs will try to cook a fantastic creature and make a fantastic feast for you guys to enjoy. The two competitors we have at present are Harley Kane from Instagram, a wonderful storyteller and role player who does a lot of stuff with some dear friend of mine, Ivy, or That Gamer Girl, and of course the one and only Darling Creepshow will be joining us as well. So that's gonna be amazing. Where's the dog? What dog? Oh, you mean the two dogs that I have? They're in Sydney, so they went with the others. Yeah. Don't apologize. Very cool reason. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You know. Yeah, and it's good. Yeah, Chief and that are in Sydney at the moment with everyone, so hopefully we'll catch up with them sometime soon. So no chat play next week. No, probably not. There is, of course, the donations and all that rewards for Dragon Kitchen, but more details on that to come. But guys, this has been wonderful. Let's go raid someone and find out who we are hanging out with after stream today. There we go. Who is out and about? We have... There's a few people here and there. Oh, I see some very familiar faces on Critical Dice. So let's go raid Critical Dice. These are a good group of friends of ours who are currently playing in one of their role-playing games, The Grey Watch. A very, very cool game system, a very, very cool game master with some very, very colorful characters. So yeah, go and check them out. Jason is the GM with and for Quincy's Tavern, and yeah, it's gonna just be an absolute hoot. So stay safe. Stay wonderful, be kind to each other, because why the fuck not, it's free. And until we meet again, as always, from me to you, game hard, or die trying. Good night, everyone.